Hey guys, so we thought it would be beneficial to put together some content around the new UCI regulations that have recently been updated. So the new updates to the UCI regulations or rules are around time trial bikes and the parameters that they kind of need to be within if you're participating in UCI sanctioned events. So before we kind of go into the nitty-gritty of these updates, the first thing to remember is that to get this measurements you need to be 5 centimeters or more behind your bottom bracket. We do have another video where we're explaining how to interpret the measurements if your saddle setback is less than 5 centimeters behind the bottom bracket. What we do need to keep in mind is that the old rule that the saddle has to be behind the bottom bracket still is in play. Depending where it is, you get different measurements, which I'll go into explaining now. So what the UCI have now done is created kind of 3 height categories for these measurements. So if you're less than 180 centimeters in height, or you're 180 but then less than 190 centimeters in height, or if you're 190 centimeters and taller. So there's 2 main measurements based on your height that we need to kind of keep into consideration. The first measurement is the reach. So the reach is the distance on a horizontal line from the end of your shifter to a vertical line that comes up through the bottom bracket. We need to keep in mind that when measuring this, if it's a mechanical shifter, the shifter needs to be in its furthest most point. So if you're less than 180 centimeters in height, you're getting a reach of 80 centimeters. So meaning that it can't be more than 80 centimeters, but it can be less than 80 centimeters. And then the next measurement that has changed slightly is the drop. So how you measure the drop is from the top of the shifter to the center of the arm pad. Again, keeping in mind that the shifter needs to be at its furthest point on a mechanical shifter. So the shifter needs to be basically pointed upwards on a mechanical shifter. So if you're less than 180 centimeters, your drop that you're going to get is 10 centimeters. And then if you are 180 centimeters but then less than 190 centimeters in height, you're getting a little bit more reach to play with. So you're getting up to 83 centimeters that you can make use of. And then again with your drop, a little bit more drop that you can make use of. So 12 centimeters drop. And then if you're 190 centimeters in height and taller, you're getting up to 85 centimeters in reach to play with, and then your drop, you're getting up to 14 centimeters in drop to play with. We will be putting together another video or releasing another video where we actually explain how to measure these measurements on your bike. But if you have any follow-up questions or are struggling to understand this, please feel free to get into contact with us and we'll be happy to help.